today's society, I feel like we're in an age right now where things like crystals, astrology, manifestations, DELULU have all become things that influence our way of thinking and kind of guide how we make decisions. But I'm gonna get straight to the point. These are basically ways that we just lie to ourselves in order to make our current circumstances resemble our desired outcome. As a roadmap for this video, I'm gonna go through a few examples of things that I think are a little bit delusional, explain how they're delusional, and then wrap it up with an alternate way of thinking. So we all know that friend. We've all been that friend that is gonna overanalyze every single conversation, every encounter that they have with somebody, read into every innuendo, and basically just convince themselves of the most extreme possibility. And it's like, how did you even come to that conclusion? Like, I have my notes, guys. I'm prepared. Let's go over some things Shayna thinks are delusional. First, oh Lord, here we go. I'm gonna forgive, but I won't forget. When we say I'm gonna forgive but not forget, we're trying to convince ourselves like, I'm over this situation. I'm doing this for my peace of mind, but I'll never forget what you did to me, y'all. We're playing ourselves. We're fooling ourselves. We are not over the situation. We still have some hostility. We still have some hurt, some pain that needs to be dealt with. Forgive, but don't forget. That's delusional. Number two, you guys, I have seen so many TikToks. We're teetering across the line of relationships now, but it's like when he's a Christian man or when she's a Christian woman, and it's like basically just them being like, you know, I'm ready to wife you up, I'm ready to cuff you up whenever you're a Christian. And it's like, wow, this is really the bare minimum. Here's my hot take. Religion is a deal breaker, not a foundation maker. Your person isn't going to be your person just because they follow Christ. Yes, it is good that that person is a Christian. That does not mean they are for you. 3 is girl math, and I'm not talking about the somebody gives me $100 so I can go ahead and spend that $100 because it was like free money. I like that girl math. The girl math I'm talking about, let me go ahead and tell my story, then I'm gonna explain it. So I was working an 8 to 5 last summer. I'm scraping in my last few dollars, trying to save up a little bit. Well, I'm watching these influencers. They're trying to sell all this merch. In my mind, I'm like, Shayna, I know I only have a little bit of money, but like, you gotta look like this or whatever. We're not gonna waste our money on this influencer lifestyle when we know good and well we're living the 9 to 5. Point blank period. Trying to live a lifestyle that we don't have the means for. Delusional. Okay, the next one I think is my favorite. Not my favorite, but my favorite to try and pinpoint why it's wrong. So this one is believing that our friends that all they do is gossip, all they do is talk about people, believing that they won't go around and talk about you. Yeah, those people, if they're talking about that person that they sit with at lunch, they're definitely talking about us. Like, we can't, not to be like, you know, you can't trust anybody, but if they are talking about everybody else, don't sit up here and think that they won't talk about you. Delusional, delusional, delusional. I'm gonna get a controversial one in real quick before we start fully talking about relationship stuff. But this one I learned from experience. And so this one is gonna be that mental health breaks should not be a frequent thing. Sometimes we can take it too far, and I'm talking basically about myself. You think that every little inconvenience you need to pause life for. Sometimes you can't pause life. Sometimes it's just gonna keep rolling over you and you gotta push through, right? This mindset that you get to put a break, put a pause on things that are causing you stress, that's not real. That's not practical. Some things in life you're gonna have to push through. You're gonna have to get through and deal with. So I've stalled on the relationship stuff long enough because y'all, I have some stuff. Okay, so obviously, like, eye contact, people be like, oh my gosh, he made eye contact with me. But just because a person makes eye contact with you or you feel like they batted their eyes a certain way, let's not read into it too much. Liking a story and not watching a story. Sometimes we'll be like, oh my gosh, they didn't watch my story, like they're trying to play hard to get. Sometimes they're not playing games with us. They're sending a clear message, and that is, leave me alone. I am not vibing with you like that. And sometimes when they don't be watching our story, we just gotta take it for what it is. Like, maybe they've just moved on. That's okay. Also, liking the story. I don't know. This is why I didn't want to talk about relationships, because I'm not 100% sure. But me as a girl, I have never liked a guy's Instagram story before unless I thought that I liked them. But I'm not, I'm just saying, it doesn't always mean that. Yeah. Ooh, sometimes we'll be like, oh my gosh, they said my name in a conversation, like they must, like when people say your name, it's just something about it. Delusional. Get it out of your mind. You know what your name sounds like. You know what your mom or your dad named you. Get out of your own head. Another heavy hitting one is believing that all of our trauma is attributed to, caused by our parents, our ex, that friendship that didn't work out. Again, learned by experience, guys. At some point, yes, they did you wrong. Yes, they hurt you. But at some point, our actions are our own responsibility. Everything that you do since they hurt you is not the reason why we have an attitude every day. But we get a lot of delusion in our head that tells us, I act this way because when I was a child, I didn't get so-and-so, or so-and-so hurt me. True, your feelings are valid, but we can't be delusional and have that be an excuse for our bad behavior now that we're 35, 18, getting ready to get our first job, however old we are. We can't just keep on letting it be a cycle of delusion, a cycle of excuses. So I promise I'm almost done. We're like at the last 3 bullet points. Okay, this one is thinking that we can change people. Whether it be in a relationship, a friendship, mom, dad, whoever, thinking that we're gonna be able to change the way someone's mindset is, that's, we're getting into like miracle working powers now. We don't have the power to do that. I know you're like, but I can just talk. No. But I can just get them. No. But I can just, no. You can't. And you're like, oh, I just don't know why it's not working. Yeah. I know earlier in the video I was talking about like astrology, manifestations, things like that. Well, now we're gonna get into life path numbers. If you don't know what a life path number is, it's basically like you add up the days of your birthday. So mine's April 29, 2005. I would take like 04/29/2005 and like add up all the numbers, and it give me this life path number that's supposed to tell me the trajectory of my life and like how successful I'm gonna be, traits that I have, all this stuff that seems so legit. I got life path number 22. Life path 22 is literally the strongest life path, and it's like you're gonna be able to make your dreams become reality, etc., etc. And I got convicted the moment I read it. The Lord was like, can you find that in the Bible? No, you can't find it in the Bible. But like, Lord, it seems pretty accurate. And he was like, if you needed to know your life path, if that was necessary for you to be successful in this life, don't you think I would have told you that? Don't you think I would have made it available to you in my word? Like, what is a life path number? I'm not even gonna hate on, astrology, manifestations, all this stuff, because it will try to trick you. It will tell you the most realistic feeling things. They'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so true, this is so true, this is so true. If you can't find it in the word, I'm going to say it's delusional. Okay, the last example on things that I consider delusional is thinking that generating hate, spreading hate is going to gain you support. Think of it as like a pick-me. Like they try and say all these hurtful things in front of a guy to like embarrass you or whatever, thinking that the guy's gonna like them. They're delusional. That guy is not even paying them any attention, right? I think our delusion stems from 3 things. Boredom. I'm gonna put boredom first because you can think that you like somebody, y'all. I've thought that I've liked people, and it's you're bored. You need to get busy. You need to find a new hobby, go outside, take a walk, paint, draw, watch a movie. You need to do something because you're just bored and your mind's wandering. When you leave your mind with huge gaps of time that it can just think, it's gonna fill in the blanks for you. It's gonna take every little innuendo, every little piece of conversation, and it's gonna make it into its own reality. 2, delusion stems from fear. And these are like with bigger, heavier topics. I'm gonna use the example of like a career choice for myself because I want to pursue screenwriting, but the delusion in my head tells me, oh my gosh, like, no, that's like a far-fetched dream. You're not gonna be able to do that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? God's got me. Even if it's not screenwriting, he's got something else for me that's better than that. So sometimes we're scared of different outcomes, different possibilities that we haven't prepared ourselves for. And y'all, I was talking to this therapist one day and I was just telling her everything that I was basically scared of, I guess. And I mentioned my future and she was like, you're giving yourself way too much power. You don't even have control over half the stuff that you just said. And yet you're making all these crazy delusions in your mind that you're gonna be 30 with no job and, you know, just crazy delusions that we make up in our own mind and try and convince ourselves of these like alternate universes where what if this would have happened differently? What if this would have happened? Like, it's all delusional and a lot of the time stems from fear and things that we're trying to take control of that we just need to let go. And third, I feel like our delusions can stem from desire. A lot of times we want someone, we want something, we want some feeling so bad that we create our own reality with it, even though there's been no sign that that's gonna happen. There's been no clear communication. It's just that desire starts building up and it accumulates so much that your brain is just like, it's already happened. We overwhelm ourselves with our own thoughts. A lot of us are overthinkers. Hey, join the club. It's very easy to convince yourself of things that you're already thinking. Okay, whoa, Shayna, that was pretty cool. We're already subtly having these thoughts in the back of our mind. When your delusion brings it up, it's gonna be like, yeah. If you think that you like that person and then you get a look from them, like your mind was already, oh my gosh, I like them. Now it's, oh, this could be a reason that they like me back. Your brain is trying to fill in that gap for you. Nonetheless, it's delusion and we gotta stop it. We gotta get back out of the clouds. We gotta reel it back down to earth. Now that we've established that DELULU is indeed not the SOLULU, we have to find a SOLULU. And in short, in plain simplicity, I think it's living in the present, living in the moment. It's easy to get trapped inside of your own mind. Just try to enjoy the little things in life. For me, recently, it's been going on walks. There's just something being outside that makes all your problems feel smaller and makes you feel like less connected to your issues. It kind of provides you some distance, some space. But I'm gonna leave that to you guys to figure out something that takes your mind off of all these crazy delusional thoughts that we go through every day. Find something that eases your mind, eases your stress. That way it's not letting your mind wander 24/7, worrying about how your past is affecting you now, worrying about how your present self is affecting your future. We oftentimes forget there's a lot to be grateful for in the present. That's gonna be my suggestion for alternative thinking to delusional thoughts. Just try and find something that allows your mind peace. I believe that's the end of the video. If you guys want more candid combos, you can leave topic suggestions in the comments for me, anything that you'd like me to possibly talk about. If you like the candid combos, you should like the video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. That's gonna be it for this video. Make sure you comment down below if you have any more suggestions. Make sure you like the video if you want more candid combo videos. Remember to speak with sincerity. Subscribe. You're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, and stay tuned for more videos. That's gonna be it. Bye.